Usually, when we talk about GTD, the getting things done methodology, we talk about it in context of how it helps professionals in an office setting, or maybe even in a home setting, or a working from home setting. But what about GTD for students? That's our topic today. Hi, I'm Dave Edwards. If you like these kinds of videos, please hit the like button and subscribe below. I teach part-time at a local university, and I'm always intrigued by the way students collect their notes and study. I mean, I have to admit, when I was in school, I didn't have a system, and I hate to say it, but my grades showed it. Modern day students are a little bit more sophisticated, and that got one student wondering, can he apply the GTD principles to studying in college? I put that question to the creator and founder of GTD, David Allen.
I mean, when you're in a university setting, kind of depends on what level of university that you're at, whether you're in a postgraduate thing or whether you're just, in the middle of your first degree or whatever, may be different in terms of what you've got on your plate. Uh, I, I, the way you do GTD is say, well, what's on my plate? What should I be paying attention to, by the way? Maybe you've got assignments that you need to pay attention to. Great, where you keep track of that. You're going to have some sort of a system that keeps track of what your assignments are. Some of the toughest assignments are, by the way, in a year, I'm going to give you a test about X, Y, and Z, and here's the 16 books that you need to read so that you can pass the test. And they don't give you any other timeline other than that. And then you got to then figure out which book do I read and how do I fit that into all my other course requirements, etc. Obviously the way you GTD it is just have an external system. You're going to need to customize that system so that it's not overwhelming and it's not overproduced and over complex. It needs to be pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need to do? I just sit down with somebody in the university and go, what do you have your attention on right now? Right. What do you need to do to get that off your mind?
Mm-hmm.
That's a universal coaching. I mean, from my standpoint,
Yeah.
About what you need to do. And I don't have the answer to that because every project needs different management. Every person managing that project has a different management that would work for them. So again, kind of between a rock and a hard place to try to figure out how you best tell somebody to do something like that in that environment.
Well,
Other than what I just said.
and I think that's good, but I mean, I teach at a college level right now, a couple of classes, and what I've seen in my students is some students struggle with deadlines, and so in that case, the GTD system obviously works. It's just writing it down, putting it on the calendar, whatever it takes, so you don't lose track of things. But I think that where students also struggle, and I'm not sure that this is any different than if you're in a workplace environment. Students sometimes struggle with, how do I remember what's important? Where do I put my notes? How will I reclaim these notes when it's time to study? And the analogy I always use is just in the corporate world. You go from meeting to meeting to meeting, and you got to keep your notes and you got to put them in a folder, and you know where that folder is.
That's it. Again, reference is something I don't have no hard and fast template about that other than to put it somewhere where you can find it when you need it.
Right. Right.
And usually, I think probably for a student, collateral material. Here's material that I might need to then access or study for a test or whatever. Their notes from a lecture or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they need to be doing weekly reviews, seeing what kind of exam is coming up, which notes should I pull out and read, digest, or look at again, just to refresh me what I need to do. So again, that and there are gazillion ways to do it digitally and paper based. But I think paper based, a lot of kids probably are going to resist paper based because they think that's old school. But boy, you can't beat paper.
No,
For a lot of that stuff.
And as much as a digital person that I am, I will tell you that when I'm lecturing, I tend to walk around the classroom, and the number of laptops that are open that are on, you know, internet pages or email. I mean, clearly it's a distraction. So I'm not sure that that's the best possible solution. David Allen is the founder and the author of the book, GTD, Getting Things Done. I talk with him periodically here on YouTube. Please subscribe and you won't miss any of these segments. Oh, and by the way, I have a weekly free newsletter on productivity, leadership, and management issues. I'd love to send it to you. All you have to do is go to my webpage, daveedwardsmedia.com, click on contact, send me your contact information, and I'll get you on the list. Hey, thanks for watching today.